All righty, guys. It is 3:30 this Monday, August 18th. Time to wrap it up. And nothing is happening. So there you go. So I haven't taken any trades today. I've been watching this going stop. I was waiting for some kind of little action here and there, but you saw a little pop here that got you excited for a second. It'll pop to the downside, got excited, but it's just been a knockdown drag. I've been staying in a 60 up to the about 15-point range all day. So not much going on with that. I'm just going to say range-bound trading. Let's see what happens tomorrow. The news for tomorrow is pretty much anemic. Housing starts and permits at 8:30. Retail, e-commerce sales at 10. That's it. So not much to drive the market tomorrow at all. So I'm just going to say range-bound trading. So see how this goes. Unless we get a headline, like an earnings report or something, causing a little bit of havoc, or a headline out of these meetings going on or something like that. At this point, I would just stay range bound. Watching that lower edge, if they take out the 55s, I would be looking for a retracement trade down here to these lower levels. Basically down to this attractor down here at the 6400. So that's a level you would look for. But that's pretty much it. Otherwise, range bound trading to buy weakness against the 60s and the 55s. I'm going to sell strength against the 75s, 85s up to that 95s. So there you have it. Pretty straightforward. Not much happening. Boring trading day. I haven't placed a single order. That's how boring that trading day has been. Bond market, it moved lower, one big leg lower, and then nothing. You can see when they stopped, the selling pressure stopped, London closed, they bounced back a little bit, retraced, and that's in sideways. So that definitely a big player selling bonds, and then when they're done, basically everything stalls. So I would stay range bound on the bonds, stay on the short side of the market right now. If they trade up above the 114s, go back range bound. Nasdaq, same story there. The ES, a massively boring market, nothing going on at all. So pretty much been holding in the range to try to take it a little bit lower here early on in the morning hours. Tried a couple of attempts here late in the afternoon, but pretty range bound trading and not really extending to the downside. However, the only thing with the Nasdaq is that it's kind of building value towards the lower end of the range. So it would kind of imply that maybe that you may have a more downwards pressure to go. Same story, same at the ES, but it's not necessarily putting too much talk in it. So unless I see them take out the lows, and buying against the support at the 730 would be a pretty good trade. So and then on the way up, it just starts trading higher, looking for short setups against the. At this point, it's going to be an edge here at the 830s, 870s, 920s up to the 950s. Rotations back down again. So range bound trading on the Nasdaq and the bonds. I would stand a short shot on the bonds for now, at least to get started. But in the range bound Nasdaq, range bound ES. And the only thing caveat on the ES and Nasdaq is since they're building value towards the lower end of the range, we may have some pressure to the downside still go, but doesn't need to happen. Excuse me. All right, gold. Gold is just kind of holding in the range too. Probing the lower edge at 75, haven't taken it out, and I would look for this as a retest failure. And at this point, if it holds going into the overnight, we may have a nice little retracement going into the overnight. So one of the setups, if they do take it out, you may see them run all the way down to 33.40s in the overnight. So I think you're going to see one of those two happening. So at this point, I would start off looking for a bias to the downside. If they're looking to buy against the 75s, maybe last one would be down at the 70s, 68, 69s. But it's that's about it. So I think below 75, I'll look for more short and be more on the short camp on this one. And then oil, retracing a little bit. So okay, so we gap down with oil at the rollover, and then we're right back up pretty much to where we left it. I would call that gap closure. We are pretty much right up here at that resistance area. So gap closure on oil, and we're pretty much now just starting off with the October expiration going sideways. So there you have it. So range bound trading on oil at this point, range bound on gold. I would maybe look for early weakness on gold, and I maybe look for early strength on oil. It's to see if they can take it higher on oil or lower on gold. We will see. Finally, back to the ES. And that's kind of where we left it. So, so one heck of a boring Monday. Puts you to sleep, doesn't it? Difficult to do anything when this market is slow like this. So, but we'll leave it. We'll see you go back at it tomorrow morning. So, we'll leave it there. All right, guys, later.